Hey guys, it's Alicia. Welcome back to my channel. I am here with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about Olive Thomas. Olive Thomas is known as the most beautiful ghost in New York. She was a silent movie actress from 1916 until her sudden death in 1920. She was born Olive R. Duffy on October 20th, 1894 in Charlevoix, Pennsylvania. She was the eldest of three, which means she took care of her younger siblings most of the time. At age 16, Olive married Bernard Krug Thomas. It was an unhappy marriage, and they divorced 2 years later. In 1914, Olive moved to New York, where she worked at a department store. This is where she saw a contest for the most beautiful girl in New York. Olive entered this contest and actually won. This contest helped establish Olive as a model, and she was painted by many artists and even appeared on many magazine covers. In 1915, Olive joined the Ziegfeld Follies. This was a huge, beautiful theatrical Broadway performance ran by Florence Ziegfeld, and it was on Broadway from 1907 to 1931. Modeling and being a part of the Follies helped establish Olive as an actress. Olive was making movies left and right, and in 1916, Olive met Jack Pickford. Jack Pickford was a popular movie star. He was a ladies' man and was the brother of the very, very famous actress Mary Pickford. Olive never took Jack's last name because she never wanted her fame to come from the Pickford family name and wanted to create her fame for herself. In 1920, Olive's film, The Flapper, was her biggest film. It's the film that she was most known for, and she was the first ever to portray the flapper look and lifestyle on film. Later in 1920, Olive and Jack had many marriage troubles after Jack had enlisted in the war. This is when Jack and Olive had their second honeymoon to Paris for a month. On the morning of September 5th, 1920, a series of events happened that led to Olive's death. Olive and Jack had returned to the Ritz Hotel in Paris in the early morning after a night of partying and drinking. According to Jack, Olive complained of a headache, so he told her to take medicine for it, and she actually took the wrong bottle. So Olive took mercury bichloride instead of aspirin. And how does this happen, you may ask? Well, at the time, mercury bichloride was a cleaning supply, and it was kept in the bathroom. Aspirin was also kept in the bathroom, and both were in a white powder form and were in very similar bottles. Some people say that Jack had murdered her, while others say that Jack was cheating on her and Olive had decided to commit suicide, and there are some that say it was just an accident. Olive spent a few days at the hospital. She thought she was getting better, while everyone else around her knew that she was slowly passing away. Olive's kidneys shut down from poisoning, and she passed away October 10th, 1920 in Paris, France. She resides at Woodland Cemetery in New York, but some don't really think she's there. The New Amsterdam Theater on Broadway was the home where the Follies had once performed. In May of 1997, it was reopened and there was a lot of construction done, and some say that Olive didn't like this very much. Not long after construction started, a security guard called the owner freaking out, saying that he saw a woman at 2:30 in the morning in a green dress and headpiece and holding a blue bottle. He had screamed at her, and she looked at him before disappearing into the wall. Later, the same guard saw a picture of Olive, and he said that was the ghost he saw that night. Male security guards would see Olive, and she would say something flirty to them before disappearing, and they no longer hire male security guards at the New Amsterdam Theater because of this. A ton of activity had picked up in the late 90s, early 2000s, when they would bring the original Follies back on stage before the start of a performance or show. Once all the brooms and the mops backstage began violently shaking and things would fall off the walls. Pictures of Olive are kept all around the theater. Employees always say "Good morning, Olive" and "Good night, Olive" before leaving the theater and entering the theater, and as they do this and keep construction down, activity has diminished. So that's all the information I have on this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Don't forget to comment down below, to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time, even though I already said that.